Garro has betrayed us. My own child. One of our own. Betraying our cause for him. I am surrounded by snakes. I tried to make her see sense, to convince her of why we must join the War Master's rebellion, that such a thing is our duty, written into the nature of the Deathguard itself. But I could not. Perhaps if I had Fulgrim's silver tongue, or Guilliman's statesman's guile, I could have sweetened the bitter truth to her tongue. But I had hoped that as a child of Barbarous, she would know tyranny where she saw it. That she would recognize the call to take up arms against the oppressor in her blood. Doubtless, she has rushed to one of my sisters to inform them that we are coming. We will have lost the boon of surprise. Defenses will be mounted against us, supply lines cut. Perhaps even the Emperor's executioner sent to extinguish us. But we shall endure. We have never known an easy fight. The winds of fate never at our backs. And yet we shall march on. Trudge through the defenses they set in our path. Send notice to Typhus. We make for terra. Close the doors. I need to be alone. Damn him. Taking them in with his golden visage, the lies. Fostering us only in the ways that benefit him. It's like only those of us he did not care to coddle or ingratiate can bother to look beyond our own self-interest to do what is right. He is a tyrant, no different to necare, nor any of the tyrants or warlords we have been sent against time after time. How are they so blind? Some I can understand. Those who have never had to think for themselves or bear witness to the lives of the oppressed. Guilliman, the perfect daughter, handed an empire on a silver plate, raised in the life of a statesman. The lion, a beast without the conscience to understand what she is doing beyond a task to complete. Dorn, a woman with all the emotional capacity of a brick, father's little builder, kept on hand to reinforce her golden tower. But Corax, the hypocrite. If she had any integrity, she should be with us. She calls herself a freedom fighter, positions herself as one who would free the people of tyrants, and yet look where she stands. At least Angra, even in her mutilated state, had the will and capacity to see that fighting for our father was wrong. Was fighting for the very oppressors we grew up fighting. For that I can give her no respect. How can they not see that now is the time to make the only choice that matters? To stand on the right side of history. Take the harder path and fight for the people we have crusaded to bring together. For too long I have let my allegiance be shifted to my father out of some sense of honor, allowing myself to be twisted against my own ideals by a deal I made with a stranger. The very same stranger who robbed me of my life's work and expected me to be grateful. That was my life. My choice. To go against the path set for me by my father to do what was right. To have the courage, the will, to turn against what was easy and to fight against all I'd known because it was the right thing to do. Necare. He raised me in his own image, to mold me to be like him. I was a curio to him, an anomaly he discovered and decided to foster only because he could. Growing up, I did not even realize we were not of the same ilk, nor did I know of how my adopted father treated the other humans, the state they were forced to live in. Not until I broke away and saw for myself. I knew then, upon seeing the starved, the sick, the abused, that the man who raised me was a tyrant, and that tyrants must be torn from their thrones, their power given to the people. That is the choice I made then, and the choice I make now. My siblings were allowed to accomplish their own ends, marks upon their worlds, catharsis, before they moved on to the next stage of their lives at my father's side. Gilliman has her 500 worlds. Kurz changed Nostromo for the better. The lion was allowed to cleanse her world of the beasts that rendered it uninhabitable. But I was not allowed to finish my goal. I was forced to skip to the final act prematurely. Had the time to prepare and strategize stolen from me. A rebellion is not remembered by the journey, but by the destination, by the final cut. And it should have been mine. I should have been remembered for what I was. The one who rallied the people of Barbarous to tear down their oppressors and bring them into better times. Instead, they only remember the golden stranger who appeared to dispatch the final target. The highest overlord. My other father. I will not be remembered. It will forever be the journey that I was never allowed to finish, the catharsis that was denied me. This is my chance to correct that, to dethrone the tyrant that dwarfs Necare 1,000 times over. Maybe then I will be able to move on. I do not know what I will be in the time of peace. I have only ever known war. It was all I was ever taught in my childhood, followed by the lessons I learned on the battlefield rebelling against those overlords, culminating in fighting for the Emperor, and now against him. I was never taught how to be a parent, or a diplomat, or even a person. I would not know what to do with peace if it was presented to me. I hope someday I will have the choice to learn. To put down silence and choose another path for myself. Choice. That is what I have now. For the first time since the Emperor landed upon Barbarous, I choose to rise against him. I choose to be indentured no longer. To fight alongside the one sister who gave me companionship, for a cause that I believe in. I choose this. It feels good to not be an instrument of another, to be on a path of my own making. I chose each of you to be my shadow. To give up your old selves to stand beside me, because I admire you, because I trust you. I place my life in your hands by my own judgment. That is of no small importance to me. Many of my siblings have had confidants, family. I have you, and for that I am grateful. And I am grateful that you stand by me still, I think you may be the only ones I can trust. Garro, who fled to warn the despot of our moves against him. Typhus, who concealed her detestable nature from me. A monster in our midst. And yet I must place my trust in her on this journey. How can I trust one who hid something of such significance from me? Whose very nature is an abhorrence to me? And yet I must, for if I do not, we are stranded. Because we could not leave the warp well alone, as we should have. To leave ourselves untainted from its twisted influence. I had wondered why such a thing was tolerated by the one who claimed to be so good, so pure, so sound of mind and logic. Now I know that Father is a warp-tainted himself, that I had truly only traded one despotic sorcerer for another. Never again. What is that? What is going on? Where have we emerged? Typhus. I shall tear her apart as I should have done the moment she revealed her treachery. Seal your suits. We know not what awaits us beyond the doors. This should not be possible. The ship's filtration systems should not allow contagions within. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. These boils, growths, the flesh twisting and discoloring. Not even the foulest toxins on Barbarous could do something like this. Not this fast. Captain, increase power to the filtration systems. We need to purify the air. Nothing. We will have to get to the bridge ourselves. Not even the Astartes. What is this? We have conquered every foul poison and toxin this galaxy can provide, trudged our way through the foulest of environments out of sheer will. What is this that can bring even my children to their knees in minutes? Typhus, what have you done? Against my better judgment, I chose to set aside your nature to believe that you could be different, that our bond meant something. And this is how you repay me. To throw it in my face, to stab me in the back, when I had not only placed my life, but the lives of my children in your hands. I had told myself I would kill you for your betrayal. But I see now that I am simply putting you out of your misery. Freeing whatever has become of you. This shall be the first cut. The the first step on my journey to strike down the last tyrant of Barbarous. What has she become? What are these things? I have not felt this kind of sickness since Barbarous.
The grandfather loved you.
My shadow. Do not fall. Do not give in to this sickness. Hold on to your will, child of Barbarous.
Look beyond the end.
Do not let this sickness break you.
He waits for you.
We must not.
Embrace
We
him.
must not let this.
The grandfather can make the pain go away.
No. Do not give in. I will not.
Give in.
We will not let this be the end.
Receive his blessing.
I refuse.
Bless him with the rot and plague and pus.
Fight this child of Barbarous, the last of my shadows.
Sip from his cauldron.
Get up and fight. The people still need us. We still need to redeem ourselves for our service to the tyrant.
At the end of every life, Grandfather Nurgle waits with a smile.
This will not be our fate. We will not die here.
Grandfather's embrace awaits you.
I will not fail once again.
Embrace his gifts. Let his gifts wash over you. Why do you choose to suffer? Open your heart to the Grandfather, for he holds you in his.
You awaken, my shadow. Then, the Grandfather was true to his word. We are risen anew to complete our purpose. No, I did not overcome the sickness. And for that I am once again indentured. Once again forced into the service of another. The price for the lives of my children. For the chance at redemption. To make right our mistakes. We are changed, but our mission remains the same. we shall take terra and remove the tyrant from his golden throne. Our mutilation shall not be in vain. Then, and only then, once our duty is fulfilled, can we mourn what has become of us.